Hey everybody, here we are, episode 228 of Is This Thing Working? How you doing today, Denise?
You know what? It's been a great day.
Ain't it? Yeah, it has
every
been.
single day since November 5th has been a great day.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree.
You know, it
I
has
do.
been busy, though.
Yes.
We have been busy.
Yep.
And then my honey over here across from me has his foot up in a chair because he sprained his ankle pretty bad.
Yeah.
He stepped in a hole.
Yeah.
Tell him the story.
Yeah. Well, what it was, me and a couple other guys went to do a little side job this morning and taking down a 40-foot RV cover, you know, with the panels on it and the framing and all of that, man. And we got out there, man, and it was only going to take us 4.5, 5 hours to get this accomplished between the three of us. And we ain't 20 minutes into it. I'm walking across the job site, put my foot down in a hole, fell.
Just one of those lark things that happens.
One of them freak things. Yeah. And so
now he's got his foot up with ice on it.
And they knew I hurt myself, you know, but hey, man, I cried on the inside all day, but I never let it show. I kept right on going, man.
Me, man.
You know it, man. I kept right on limping. I limped the whole day, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, but we got it down.
You didn't even tell me about it when I talked to you. Not at all.
No, I wasn't gonna. I said no because I knew you were worried about me being up on that roof. I knew that. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So anyway,
hey,
that's what's going on with us.
It was a great, Other than that, it's a great day.
Is.
The ice pack feels good on my foot right now, on my ankle. That's for sure,
and it's
man.
cooling off.
Yeah, the weather was nice today.
The weather was very nice. It was kind of windy.
It was very windy. Yeah.
Yes, I could kind of feel the cold front coming in.
Yep.
So it's finally making it down here in East Texas. Finally winter time.
Feel like Christmas time pretty soon.
I know, and I still haven't got my Christmas lights up. I wanted to do it before it gets too cold. I say this every year. Get out there and do it while it's warm, and then it turns cold like the weekend I want to do it.
Yep. Or raining.
Yeah. But we have a lot to talk about today. The first thing we're going to say before we get started is we really do need to talk about the crazy Democrats and what they're doing.
This all the stunts
kind of the
they're
theme
pulling,
of
man.
The show today.
Yeah.
The stunts that they're pulling.
Yep.
I mean, they cannot stop.
They are fretting.
There is a mandate that has been made.
Yes.
American people voted for President Trump and what his plans are. And every one of those people listened to his plans. He rallied for 4 years.
Yes.
And everyone knows what his plans was. But the mainstream media, for some reason, does not think that, you know, he's really going to do these plans. But you know why? Because they didn't listen to him.
Well,
and they didn't show the rallies.
Yeah.
And they know nothing about it. But the DOJ and the FBI and everybody is freaking out.
They better be.
Fretting.
Yep.
Like you said.
Fretting. Yep. They're fretting so bad that they're paper shredding. And this come from yesterday from the Oversight Project. They said, we have maintained a physical investigative presence by the Justice Department, which is also more convenient for cooperating sources. Today, a paper shredding truck arrived.
And it shows a picture for the podcast audience.
Yeah, and it shows a picture of the truck.
Of the truck, and it says, it's a shredding company.
It's a shredding company, yeah. And then they tried to community note it, remember?
Yes.
And it says right on the side of the truck, shredder.
Yes. You know? It says, really, they tried to rate it that it was false.
Yep.
You know, that's what Democrats do.
Exactly.
Even though you see it right there in front of your face.
Yep. And so Publius come out right behind them. He said, hey, replying to the Oversight PR and the Justice Department, here's the order receipt. He actually produced the receipt of them ordering the shredder. Here it goes. The shredder company, you know, right there. Request for information, procurement of industrial shredder, the Department, independent agency, Department of Defense, sub-tier Department of the Army. Look, current response date, December 16th, 24 at 11 a.m. Notice type, original pre-solicitation. Updated date, November 5th, 2024. Published date, November 5th, 2024. Hey,
So
what
they were
happened on
already
November 5th, 2024?
They're planning to shred everything.
I swear.
And it's
man.
like a punch in the face to even pull up a shredding truck. Bold as as anything.
Yeah.
That to me
is how
like
these commies operate, man. This is what I tell you. That we're not fighting Democrats. We're fighting communist revolutionaries who want to destroy our country. They couldn't get it done in 4 years.
No.
You know what I mean? So now they're going to turn around and hide evidence and shred all their evidence, man. These people...
While they swear they're going to, leave the country, go to these countries that don't have extradition treaties. I mean, my goodness. I mean, they're like... They did this.
Yes.
They did this to themselves.
Yeah.
And they think they really thought that the American people would not outvote the cheat.
Yeah.
Even though they're still cheating in several states.
Yeah.
But we could go on about that.
Yeah.
But everyone knows it and no one does anything about it. And but we want to state that these are our opinions and our assertions. And if you like our opinions and assertions, please follow or like our show.
Yeah. And hey, if you don't like our opinions and our assertions, please follow, like, and share our show. Because if you don't like it, tell us about it. Tell your friends about it. Hey, man, we all have opinions.
We do. And we like to hear from you.
Yes.
And if we hear from you, we will put it on the show.
Yep.
So we appreciate everything.
And make sure, man, if you follow us on podcasts, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple, we're on any platform that you listen to your podcasts on, man.
And also, check out our website at www.is-this-thing-working.com. Please, let's get on with the show here. Today is This Thing Working? First, let's hear from our sponsor.
Are you an entrepreneur or a small business owner looking to simplify your shipping process? Hey, man, meet Easyship, the all-in-one shipping platform designed to save you time, money, and headaches. And with Easyship, you can instantly access discounted rates from top couriers like UPS, FedEx, and DHL, and up to 91% off, man. So plus, their platforms make comparing shipping options a breeze. You want a fast delivery? Easyship has you covered. Need something more budget-friendly? Hey, man, they've got that too. But it's just not about saving money. Easyship handles all the hard stuff, like custom forms and taxes, so you can focus on growing your business. Whether you're shipping across town or across the globe, Easyship integrates with platforms like Shopify, eBay, and even Amazon to make your workflow seamless. Are you ready to level up your shipping game? Easyship.com.
Please click that link below. And thank you for supporting our sponsors. We so appreciate it. Welcome
to the Texas Brief.
Here we are.
Here we are, man.
Remember last week?
We're doing shows within a show.
We are. It's so much fun. But remember on Monday, we were talking about Governor Abbott, and he put out an executive order against the Chinese. Well, since then, he has put out, it seems like an executive order a day
against the Chinese
government because they are threatening him.
Yeah.
Threatening us.
Threatening us, threatening him, threatening other Chinese citizens that are here in our country.
Yes.
Yep. Chinese dissidents.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so the FBI, this was yesterday. He posted this yesterday. The FBI reported the Chinese government has targeted local and state officials to undermine our national security. I issued an executive order to harden state government and protect Texans from CCP espionage. We'll safeguard critical infrastructure and information from these threats.
That's right, and that's what he come out with yesterday, and then he come out today in his press release and said that he has also said that China made it clear that they can and will target and attack America's critical infrastructure. He issued an executive order today to protect Texas's infrastructure from the CCP. Will continue to protect Texans from potential threats by the CCP.
Man, and this is so important because Texas has their own infrastructure.
Exactly.
And, but the thing is, we've been warning and we have been sounding the alarm many times on how much land that China is
has.
buying up here in Texas.
Yeah.
And all over the United States.
Yeah. Hey, man, and like we were talking earlier, I'll say it right now too. If we're in the threat game right here, and the CCP is coming back and threatening, hey, we'll attack your infrastructure. We can and we will attack your infrastructure. And then, okay, then, hey, man, we will and can attack all this land that you have bought up here, and we'll destroy it. We'll burn it. We'll do whatever we have to do. And in the end, we'll condemn that land and take it back from you.
That sounds like a good plan to me.
What else, man? Yeah, if we're in the threat game, man, that would be the threat I'd make to them. I'd tell them, you go right ahead. You touch one piece of my infrastructure. You touch one road. You touch one water supply. You touch one electrical grid. And I'm telling you, I will flatten all of your land around my military bases.
You know what I find strange is the federal government told him that this was going on.
Yes.
Right? So with the federal government, also approved Texas's plan for $3 billion to expand broadband access. And this is part of infrastructure.
Exactly.
So this is very important because if they can hack into our broadband, our internet.
Well, they do. They do already.
Anything like that. But I have this article from the Texas Tribune, and the one beforehand was from the Texas Tribune also. I wanted to make sure I give them their due. We don't use them very often, but I think we're going to more from now on.
Right. And this is an article written by Jamie Lozano Carver. And that's what it said. It said that the feds approved Texas's plan for $3 billion to expand broadband access. The federal investment follows the $1 billion approved by Texas taxpayers to help connect the state. We won that. The state of Texas won this federal approval on Tuesday to move forward with its plan to improve broadband internet access for an estimated 7 million residents who are not connected. Here we go. There's always a catch. The National Telecommunications and Information Administration, the federal agency that advises the president on telecommunication policy issues, approved Texas's plan to use about $3.3 billion in federal money. Part of their BEAD program, the Broadband Equity Access and Development.
Yeah, that's part of that $42.45 billion program.
Yeah.
That everyone's been hollering about. No one's gotten any money.
Yeah.
For it whatsoever. And the reason why they held that up, I just want to remind everybody, was because of DEI.
Yeah.
They wanted everyone to go by, their rules and laws and everything. But I guess all of a sudden, President Trump won the election, and they said, "Oh well, we better spend this money."
Yeah. And Texas, like it says in here, Texas received the most money of any state. Texas first submitted its plan in December of 23. And like I said, there's a catch. Always a catch. Here we go. The office announced grant awards for their Bringing Online Opportunities to Texas program, or another acronym, BOOT, earlier this year. Y'all learn these acronyms. They're important.
Sure.
Yeah. On Monday, applicants in 15 counties were awarded $580 million to connect 80,000 locations. Texas won't begin spending this $3 billion, though, right away. Here's catches. First, internet service providers. Here, repeat that. First, internet service providers, nonprofits, and local and tribal governments have a chance to challenge federal maps that show where an internet connection is needed. That's the catch. We're going to have this money out here. We're going to dangle this money out here. Y'all go fight it out in court. But the important part is that these maps will help influence where these billions are going to be spent. So, like it said, there will likely be several challenges as service providers and local officials have questioned the accuracy of the map. Good point right here, and I want them to know. We want to make sure the data provided to us by the federal government is accurate and up to date.
Amen.
Yeah.
That right there is the signal.
So, yeah.
I mean,
let's fight it out in court, man.
Let's fight it out in court because I can guarantee you the federal government's telling them, like I said,
Yep.
DEI, that you got to put
go
it
where we're putting
where
it.
we want it to go.
Yep, that's exactly correct.
And that's that's a non-starter in my book.
Right.
No,
I
because
agree.
we have a lot of country out here that has no internet, and we live in that kind of. We have good internet here. But
we're lucky.
Further out.
We only live a mile outside the city limits.
Yes.
But yeah.
3 or 4 miles out, you don't.
I know of communities up in the Nacogdoches area that are still using HughesNet.
Yes.
I mean,
crazy. That is crazy.
That shouldn't be.
But we really should get a broadband it's time. Everyone needs it. It's just the way it is now.
In this world. Because this world is crazy, man. And everybody needs to be informed.
Everybody.
Like we say on our show every day, be informed and be engaged. Hey, man, do y'all want to be informed and be engaged? Let me tell you about Jasmine Crockett, Representative Jasmine Crockett. Be informed and be engaged. This woman's toxic. Listen to her.
And this is what we voted against, folks.
This is it. Exactly what we voted against.
And here she goes because they didn't win anything. And here you go. You get rants.
It's because you can then misuse words like oppression. There has been no oppression for the white man in this country.
What?
You tell me which white men were dragged out of their homes. You tell me which one of them got dragged all the way across an ocean and told that you are going to go and work. We are going to steal your wives. We are going to rape your wives. That didn't happen. That is oppression. We didn't ask to be here. We're not the same migrants that y'all constantly come up against. We didn't run away from home. We were stolen. So yeah, we are going to sit here and be offended when you want to sit here and act like, and don't let it escape you that it is white men on this side of the aisle telling us, people of color on this side of the aisle, that y'all are the ones being oppressed, that y'all are the ones that are being harmed. It's because you can.
Let me tell you something.
I can't even.
And here, we want to talk about her going unhinged. I'll go unhinged for a second on her. First off, nobody stole you. You were sold. Your ancestors were sold in slavery.
To the white man.
You were sold by your own people.
By your people.
By your own people.
It's not
sold
like
you and
white people went over there and took you.
Exactly.
That's not what happened.
But that was 150 years ago, whatever. Hey, man, here we are. We're in 2024.
And she don't look oppressed at all, does she?
That's exactly right. And that's what I was going to say. If you want to talk about people being oppressed, for 4 years, we have all been oppressed by the Biden regime. If you want to talk about it, not just white people, not just black people, not just Mexican people, I don't care. We've all been oppressed under this regime. So you, Jasmine Crockett, are exactly what we voted against. I don't know. I think she should be censured for this, man.
I do too.
You know what I mean?
I think that there comes a time when you just gotta stop the rhetoric.
Right.
You really do.
Yep.
And something really horrible, happened and has been happening because of this rhetoric that goes on and on about illegals and how they get over here and what happens once they get here. You've heard about the gangs that are now in 16 states and spreading all over.
Everywhere.
You know,
Yep.
it is a cabal,
Yeah.
you know, of people just everywhere.
I know.
And a lot of them, a lot of them have these. You have to do certain things to be in these gangs.
Well, look,
And-
they
and-
open the prisons, and that's what these are the people that are coming to you.
Yes,
You know, these
So-
are criminals.
they are. I mean, and what we're talking about is the monster who killed Lake and Riley was found guilty on all charges, including murder, and he receives life in prison. And this is from the Gateway Pundit. And what I had heard is that he was one that was flown in, you know, and also that he was being, what is it called, brought into a gang.
So he was part of the CHNV,
Yes,
Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, Venezuela.
yes,
Yes,
that came in and
that came in on the secret flights,
yes,
and he had already been kicked out of our country once and came back, and he's unvetted. You know. Anyway,
it's very sad, and we're thankful that we knew that he was already gonna be found guilty because he was
Do you
guilty.
think- yeah.
But I think, I mean, President Trump said that if he is elected, these people that do this
Yes.
to our people would receive what?
The death penalty.
That's what he should receive.
I agree.
No less than.
Well, he should anyway, man.
Yes.
For what he done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look.
But the good point is, like the article opens up with, justice has finally came
Yeah, for Lake and Riley.
for
and our
Lake and
family.
Riley's family.
It's just really sad. So we just wanted to talk about that for a minute. We really haven't said a whole lot on it because it's just so heartbreaking, and everybody is out there just putting out their opinions and stuff about it. And really, you just needed to watch and see yourself of what really happens
yeah.
when you have an open border like this,
Yeah.
and
And
what we voted against.
And it said Riley's family reportedly held hands and wept while Ibarra remained stone-faced while seated in the courtroom, man.
Yeah. He didn't care. Not at all. And Democrat rule is, you don't kill them. So anyway, but there's that. Everybody say prayer for them families. President Trump came out with his own statement saying justice for Lake and Riley. The illegal who killed our beloved Lake and Riley was just found guilty on all counts of his horrific crimes. Although the pain and heartbreak will last forever, hopefully this can bring some peace and closure to her wonderful family who fought for justice, and to ensure that other families don't have to go through what they have. We love you, Laken, and our hearts will be with you. Will be with you. It is time to secure our border and remove these criminals and thugs from our country, so nothing like this can happen again.
Right.
Let's take a break for our sponsor, Polaroid. We appreciate you.
Do you remember the magic of capturing a moment and holding it in your hands instantly? That's what Polaroid's all about. Polaroid cameras bring back the joy of instant photography, but with a modern twist. With Polaroid's iconic instant cameras, you're not just snapping a picture, you're creating a memory. Whether it's a road trip, a wedding, or just a quiet moment at home, Polaroid lets you make it tangible. No filters, no retakes, just raw, real moments. And it's not just about the cameras. Polaroid has a full lineup of creative tools and colorful instant film options to make your photos truly one of a kind. You want to add a retro vibe to your parties and elevate your creative projects? Polaroid is the perfect choice.
Please click that link below. We love Polaroid. Our grandkids love Polaroid.
Yep.
But President Trump on Wednesday, today, sounded the alarm as the Democrats try to stack the courts with Marxist judges before the new Congress begins. They've been doing this all week.
Right.
They have been there. There have been one or two senators have not been there this whole time. So it's like been 49 to 47. And then the next day it was 49 to 48. And there was still two missing.
Yep. One of those missing was Ted Cruz.
Yes, he was.
Yep.
He was smoozing down in Texas with Elon Musk.
And President
And
Trump.
President Trump,
Yep.
you know, looking at shooting for the moon, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I said. It's like I said back before the election. Hey, man, vote down ballot and hold your nose. And Ted Cruz was my hold your nose vote, man.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you.
You know, I
Yeah.
don't know what he is smoozing for, but I can guarantee you he wants a place in President Trump's cabinet. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
You know, but like it says here, Republicans will control all three branches of government. So the Democrats are trying to just shove everything in.
As many judges as they can.
Yes. Chuck Schumer is ramming through judges on his way out the door.
Yeah, it says, in quotes, the Democrats are trying to stack the courts with radical left judges on their way out the door. Republican senators need to show up and hold the line. No more judges confirmed before Inauguration Day, President Trump said.
Yeah, because if they all just show up and vote,
They'll vote 'em
no
out, yeah.
tie vote. Because guess what Kamala Harris is? Hawaii.
Yep.
And she's not going to fly back from Hawaii to break the vote. I don't think she cares anymore because it seems like Biden and Kamala Harris have left the building.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
who's
Joe's
running the
wandering around
government?
in the rainforest, man. He's down there. He's down there on a ayahuasca retreat, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He might be down there on a ayahuasca retreat. Because, yeah, it showed him the other day. It was really weird, man, that they were trying to talk to him, and he just walked off into the jungle. It's like, what the hell are we watching here, man?
I know.
Yeah, it's nuts,
You
man.
know, so he just looks like a child to
Yeah.
me. You just lead him around and he gets lost. But you know what? He's a grown man, and if he wants to go
to the rainforest, more power to you, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know, he's pretty much not doing anything else but starting a world war at this time.
Trying to
anyway.
Everybody knows, like we said the other night.
But it's not
everybody
him.
knows
It's not
what's up.
Kamala. This government is run without elected officials. This is the way it is. And
It's
what
fixing to
we're
not be.
trying to do is to stop it.
Yep, it's fixing
Because
to not be run.
if we don't stop it now, if we don't get President Trump's picks confirmed now, right when January 3rd hits and all the Congress gets back for 119th Congress, I'm telling you, you better start then. And everyone,
yeah,
you better quit. And you better just come together for once
yeah,
in our whole history.
they ain't gonna
Just
do it.
come together,
Unless it's a war, they ain't gonna come together.
you know.
You
And
know that.
from the Gateway Pundit, there's another hit that dropped on Pete Hegseth.
Yeah.
The pick that President Trump has
Yep. President Trump's inner circle has a mole somewhere
somewhere.
in his transition team. Somewhere there's
Who
moles
is the
out
leaker
there.
in the transition team, it says.
Yep. Vanity Fair said this last Thursday evening, citing a transition source that they dropped a hit piece on Pete Hegseth. And again, it's the same old commie tactics, man. They, it says Trump's transition team scrambled Thursday after Trump's incoming chief of staff, Susie Wiles, was presented with an allegation that former Fox and Friends co-host Pete Hegseth had engaged in sexual misconduct. I telling you, it's the same old play, man. They use this shit all the time, man.
And they do hit pieces on him. And
Yes.
honestly, they're doing hit pieces on President Trump's cabinet
Yeah.
or his people
Anybody.
in his inner circle. Now, let me tell you something. President Trump has had the same people around him since the beginning. And if there's someone new in there that has all of a sudden, you know what? It could be Ted Cruz for all we know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It could be someone that has not been in his inner circle.
Well, you see how Vanity Fair framed it too, though, man. They said that he was briefed Wednesday night about an allegation that Hegseth had acted inappropriately with a woman. One of the sources said the alleged incident took place in Monterey, California in 2017. Stop it, guys.
That's
this
enough.
Is all bullshit.
That's
man.
BS.
Again, this is more of the commie propaganda, DEI, whatever bullshit, woke bullshit.
You cannot believe anything that you read or hear from these people.
No.
Not whatsoever.
No.
They're doing everything they can. They're going after Pete Hegseth.
I don't believe Pete. Yeah. And what does acted inappropriately mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah.
You know, it can mean anything. You know?
And then what is a senior transition source? I mean,
okay, that narrows it down. It does.
It does. Well, I mean, this is the source that give them the
That's
Vanity
what I'm saying.
Fair cited a senior transition source.
There you go.
Who claimed Pete Hegseth was vetted, but he sexually misconduct allegation never came up. That's because it was already investigated and there was nothing there.
Yeah, exactly. But
hey,
at least that narrows your search now.
Yes, that's all they can come up with. These people will
narrows
keep
your
digging
search about who the leaker is.
Yes,
that's what I mean.
It does.
That narrows your search now. If it's a senior transition member, then
but is it really?
Is it? Who knows? Who knows?
I just don't believe them.
This is good news for now. Breaking: Head House Ethics Committee will not release unfinished Gates report. Illinois Democrat Representative Sean Casten says he plans to force a vote on the release of the Gates investigation.
That doesn't have anything to do with it.
No.
Gates left.
Yep. And not only that, if we're going to play ball, let's play ball the way you played ball with us. You didn't turn over the Ben-Hur videos.
No.
You know what I mean?
That's exactly right.
Was it Ben-Hur or Robert Hur?
Robert Hur. Ben-Hur.
Right.
That was a movie.
That was a Freudian slip. Yeah. But hey, point being, you were told to turn over that video, and you did not. And Merrick Garland, you did not turn that video over, and you were held in contempt of Congress, and you should have went to jail over that. Okay.
They're going to.
But you didn't go to jail, Merrick.
No, he didn't.
And
he will though once President Trump gets in there.
But that's my point with
they
that.
They don't shred everything.
Yeah, if you're going to play ball like that with us, then we get to play ball like that with you.
That's exactly right.
No, we're not going to release nothing to you.
Nothing is going to be released.
Go away.
Whatsoever.
And I'm not going to jail. So shut up.
They want the FBI file on him.
Yeah.
And
but there's nothing there.
No, there's nothing there. They stopped the case altogether because they had no evidence.
Right.
And the people that came forward had no evidence.
Right.
They were not good sources.
Right.
That was the whole problem.
Exactly.
So yeah, everybody, your call to action is to push Matt Gaetz out there.
Yep.
Push out everything that you can on him.
And Cash Patel for FBI
make sure
director.
Hashtag only Cash.
Yep.
Hashtag it everywhere. Everyone's really wanting Cash. No, we don't want Michael Rogers because he's probably the leaker. I mean,
Who knows,
just
man?
don't know.
You just don't know.
I don't trust anyone that's from outside whatsoever. Also, make sure before we leave to be a force multiplier and share Pete Hegseth.
Yes.
Everywhere. This is who we want. That's who President Trump wants. So we have to trust him.
And use your Bill Blaster app. Find your senator. Call your senator. Tell them you have a job to do. Get your ass back up there on Capitol Hill and vote.
Stop these judges.
Yes.
President Trump needs your help.
Yep.
He got you there. And you know what? In 2 years, MAGA, if you do, what President Trump wants, MAGA will get you there again in 2 years.
You bet.
If not, then you're gone.
You bet. Is this thing working?
Rise up.